So yesterday, with all that pile of crap on the back, he brought me home in a big Jaff truck, and when this guy took the tyre off today, he's repairing the inside tyre. There was also a nail in that one, but the outside tyre had fucking blown down the middle of the tyre. It had blown, and I think I'd gone round the corner and picked a piece of metal up, or it could have been a stone. So now I've just asked him kindly to repair it, and he did. Bought him a drink, and then once he puts those wheels back on, then I can go and buy a new tyre for the outside wheel, and maybe later in the year definitely need 2 new tyres on the front. They're as bald as me. They emptied the house. Took them about a week, and they had a skip to put stuff in. I thought they were going to rent it out. Obviously not. I suppose if they could build one really big house here. Now, when the old guy who lived here passed away, he had several houses. He used to live in the house, and he was like a hoarder, but a lot worse than me. And this is my other neighbours, and I think what they did, they gave him some money to paint his house, but the guys that painted it watered down the paint. I know that because they gave me a tin of paint, and that's why it looks pretty shitty. Oh, the sun's gone in. Oh, that's good. I can stand outside now. So on the weekends, this becomes my car park.これ一本だけやね。でも何もできないこのタイヤでしょ。もうこれは朝へとなればいいけどな。これをmaybe rip じゃない？ダメですねこれ。I think that's 何もできないよね。すごい大きいです。ここと。No やめてください。そうもうすぐイエローハット行きますから。空気だけちょっとこいつ入れときますね。OK、ありがとう。でもほとんど閉まってるでしょ、タイヤさん。今日。土曜日だとそうかもしれないですね。土曜日、日曜日よ。あ、日曜日ですか。日曜日だとそうですね。今日も雨ある？チェックしなかった。Yeah, he could have come here. That guy from America. What's that old guy who used to sell lots of kids? Now over there, that is my old friend. He's 95 now. Like earlier this year, I took away all his air conditioners, and then he decided he wanted to stay. He did keep 1 or 2 air conditioners though, because I think he's been there 50 years, so I think that if he left to a new house, I think it'd kill him actually. You know, you've got to, once you've been in the place a long time. So my house is that white building, but like I say, so whoever painted that did a good job, because it's not faded or anything. It still looks good. Jacob Voiles. I've never heard that surname before, that family name. What happened to the truck? I think I was going around the corner and I picked, because I heard it suddenly, I just turned this corner, I heard this noise. But at the same time, that light dropped off. So I thought it was that was making the noise. And it turns out there's a big rip in that tyre. So, and the other inside one, they got a small nail in it. So he's just kindly repaired that for me. And I can go and buy a new tyre. Like the truck will run on 3 wheels. So we're okay. I bought him a drink. But this is a good place to repair your truck on a weekend, because there's plenty of room. We don't have to mess about getting the bollards out. My dream car, 525i BMW. I don't know. There's lots. I saw something, I forget what it was now. It was on an advert, or it was a TikTok or something like that. And I think it was this girl, and she opened this car, this sleek cabriolet, and all inside was all white leather and lights. It absolutely looked fantastic. But the thing is, if I got a car like that, I'd fucking dent it or bang it. So I wonder if I'd get another truck. I think if I won all that money, if I won a fucking load of money, I'd be very careful. No more F1 racing for me. So, who is going to win the F1 today in Holland? I'm going to go for our lad. Oh really? Yeah, I haven't had. You know something? I can never remember having repaired a muffler. I can't remember. But we call them exhaust pipes. Don't get me going to North America. Yeah, there's, what was I going to say? Yeah, did you read that case in London? This fucking idiot, or say chav, he tried to nick the muffler or catalytic converter off a big BMW, and he did it. I'm not sure. Maybe it's not like it is in America or Britain. But this guy, and anyway, the jack collapsed because he probably used the fucking, those little triangular jacks, what you could wind up with a fucking coat hanger. He probably used one of those, but that car would have been like 1.5 tons, I guess, and it crushed him, killed him. The owner says, I saw these feet sticking out the front of the car. And then I realised there was no movement. He thought he could get 500 quid. He thought he could get 500 quid for this catalytic converter. And you can only get that kind of money if it's like a truck, a big truck catalytic converter. That's the only way you're going to get that kind of money. It did cross, there were some lorries, in fact there's a big lorry dump now, not too far from here, and it did cross, and a few were before they've all been moved. They've been dumped on the streets. It did cross my mind to fucking do it, but I thought, for the sake of 20,000 yen, it's not really worth fucking 2 years in jail, so I gave up that idea. Yeah, I think now like about 3 months ago, I made a video. There was just about 10 cars on one part of the motorway, all being fucking dumped. Yeah, so no, but the thing in America, because they have those cars that are so big, and you know, the off-road vehicles, they're so big you can fucking walk underneath and take the fucking muffler. You would think there'd be some kind of protection system, wouldn't you, for these muffler thefts, because they fucking, you know, they cost a lot. If you got a nice car, and that's the kind of cars that they're stealing the mufflers from, you know, it's going to cost quite a few $100s to replace it. I've actually got one at the back of the house. It's for a Honda. This guy. So they've been to me at least 100 times, the Jaff, over the years, and that the only other people that compare to that are Yakuza. Yeah, apparently the Yakuza call them out for fucking anything. Yeah, I was just doing a test, and done it, but like when I was doing the test in the house, it was like about 14, 15 megaparticles per second for the speed of the Wi-Fi, and then I just went over to where the fridge is at the front of the house, and it doubled. So I was a bit surprised. Is that in Japan? Yeah, but I don't know, Japan, when I got caught, because in England it's 12 months, in Japan it's months, and it doesn't affect your insurance either. Because if you just have Jibai Seki, and that just means Jibai Seki means covering the other guy's injuries. That's it. I'm really happy that this guy's been quite good to me. So it was impounded. Does that mean they take the car? They keep the car. I wonder if my fucking ex-mate doesn't realise that. But it was his new truck. I don't think he's had it that long. There's not a lot of miles of it. Miles on it, should I say. I didn't know they could impound cars, mate. Forever. They kept it. Sold it. That's the first time I've heard that one, Jay. Sa. Konnichiwa. Yeah, I think what is with the drunk driving, as the amount of alcohol increases in your body, in your blood sample, the fine and the sentence go up. But this all happened, why it got serious in Japan. They used to have 10,000 deaths on the road. But what happened was a young man ran into traffic, and he sent a RV off the bridge into a river or lake, and their 3 children died. And the parents managed to they tried to like save the kids, but they couldn't do it. They've had a new kid, 1 or 2 kids since then. Since that accident, they got really serious, and the number of cases, the number of deaths on the road has gone down from 10,000 to 3,000. So that young man is responsible for saving 80,000 lives, which is quite amazing. Right, I'm going to get off, lads, because it's time to. He's going to give me the ticket, and I've just got to sign it. It is free. Jaff. I recommend Jaff to everyone. A good value. 4,000 yen per year. Bye, guys. Can't see the cross.